Hello, everybody, and welcome back to your favorite movie review podcast, Is It Kino? I am Monkey Jones, joined as always by Erich McCoy and Florian Himsel. Now, Erich, this is a very special episode because of you, so please do us all the honors and explain what movie are we reviewing today and why exactly are we discussing it?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we did an Oscar review show where we thought we were going to determine who was the most kino of the three of us. And as I suspected, I won that competition. I am obviously the best host of Is It Kino. So in order to prove that I am the most kino, I made those two idiots that I have to unfortunately share the stage with, Monkey Jones and Florian Himsel. I made them watch an actually good movie other than the absolute dreck we usually watch.
Oh, is that what it
Watson.
was? Damn.
Or Holmes and Watson. No, instead of watching that, which I should have made you fuckers watch Holmes and Watson. God damn it! God damn it! Okay, all right.
I already saw it.
Instead of actually visiting my revenge against these idiots, I made them watch a movie I actually love, First Reformed. I did not rewatch the movie.
Wait. What movie? What movie did you pick for us to watch?
First Reformed.
Are you kidding me? It's called
What?
First Reformed?
Yeah. Oh no, what did you watch?
Oh my god. Guys,
come on.
I think I fucked up. I think I made a horrible mistake. I swear to God, I thought you said. I don't know how I mixed this up. I thought you said we should watch Medea's Family Funeral. Because that's the movie I went and saw for this podcast.
Did that come out?
Yeah, that's out in theaters right now.
I had no idea.
I saw that yesterday. Right. So don't worry. I think we can still make this work. I'm sure the movies are very similar.
Yeah, right. We'll just all talk about the movie that we watched.
The two of you can talk about First Reformed, and I'll talk about Medea's Family Funeral, and maybe we can compare and contrast the films.
Oh my God, it did come out.
Man, I'm sorry, Rich. I thought that's what you told us to watch. I guess the titles are really similar or something.
Yeah, what an accidental mix-up. Jeez.
Yeah, what a horrible mistake.
Jesus Christ. All right.
What will you do if you're not heavily preached to about the environmental collapse, Monkey?
There's plenty of preaching in Medea's Family Funeral. Don't you worry.
No.
Medea taught me that a black funeral is very long and that there are lots of speeches given about God. So don't you worry. There's lots of preaching in this film.
Oh wow, it is exactly the same. Damn.
Well, let's do a little bit of comparing and contrasting for this very special Kino episode. How does your film begin? Because my film begins with Tyler Perry playing an elderly man with he's a double amputee with his legs missing, and he has to talk with one of those you know how if you smoke a lot and you get a hole in your throat and you have to talk with like a robot voice on your neck.
Right.
That's how he talks, and he tells his granddaughter that he wants to fuck her. That's how my movie begins. Does your movie begin similarly? Yeah, that's how Medea's Family Funeral begins. How does your movie begin?
Holy shit.
That was exactly the same, yeah.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah, barely any difference.
It begins with Ernst Toller, the pastor at the First Reformed Church in Snowbridge, New York, writing down his thoughts in a journal, which he does throughout a lot of the movie.
Yeah. Are his thoughts that he wants to fuck his granddaughter?
Possibly.
Oh man,
these movies already sound identical. I think. Which one came out first? Because I want to know who ripped off who.
Man, did you really not see it? Oh, pretty crazy.
Florian is so fucking broke up that Monkey didn't watch the movie.
Well, here, I want to, because we can't just go through the movie plot by plot. You guys tell me what you thought of First Reformed, and I'll tell you what I thought of Medea's Family Funeral.
Well, I already explained what I thought about First Reformed. Florian, did you like this movie?
Yeah, I guess it was all right.
Yeah, I expected that.
It's just weird how the entire movie just has this air of dread over it.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you like, huh? It's just
yeah, man.
The movie.
The entire world is going to come to a fucking end at some point.
Very likely. Yeah, I'm sure the climate change will be absolutely catastrophic. We'll all be wrecked.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Erich,
the
my
only-
question is, if climate change won't really start its full effects until long after we're dead, why should we care? It doesn't bother us. We're not having kids.
Because the actual the actual effects will start to really affect us.
Oh no, California will be underwater. Oh
How
man,
do
I'm
you feel
so
about-
sad.
Monkey, how do you feel about immigrants?
Oh,
That's a loaded question, Erich.
Yeah, and I want your answer.
need-
I want your
you-
loaded
You're
answer.
gonna need a little more specific of a question than how do you feel about immigrants?
well, that'll be
We're a
aimed in
country of
general.
immigrants, Erich.
Oh, jeez, they're from California because they'll be flooded, I assume.
I think
And
well,
all around the world.
California wants to secede from the Union, so soon they will all be immigrants if they come over here.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I think California is also geographically speaking splitting off from the United States as well.
Yeah, but not very
Well, like at the
fast.
San Andreas Fault, it's gonna split in half.
Yeah. Like maybe we'll just have a giant earthquake and they'll just be separated completely.
Oh man, that would be cool.
If a shit ton of people die in a California earthquake, does that lower their electoral votes?
No.
That's bullshit.
What do you mean a shit ton?
Like half the
Is-
population dies. Shouldn't they lose half of their electoral votes?
Is that how you thought that the electoral college works? You thought it was based on population?
It kind of is.
Is it?
That's why Wyoming's worth like 3 votes because nobody lives
Yeah,
there.
The population of the state decides on how many electoral votes they get.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, weird. I
That's
thought
why
it was based
we're
on
waiting for the
size.
Californian genocide by earthquake.
If it was based on size of the state, then Alaska would have and Texas would have more votes than every state
Yeah.
combined.
And Canada would have a shit ton of votes. They're huge.
Oh,
Canada.
All right, let me tell you guys a little bit about how I felt about Medea's family funeral. Now, I've seen a few Madea movies in the past. I told Erich about Boo 2 I think 2 years ago, about a year and a half ago, maybe. But this movie is the first dual black comedy. Because black comedy, there's 2 different definitions for that. This one meets both. Black comedy in the sense of it's a Tyler,
I
it's a
just
Tyler,
got that.
yeah, it's a Tyler Perry Madea movie, so it's like an African American black comedy. But it's also
Is that what it says on Wikipedia? A black comedy, black comedy?
it should. I think I'm gonna go add that right now. Type.
that is amazing.
And then
Oh my god, that's amazing.
it's also a black comedy in the sense that it deals with very dark subject materials, including getting killed by the police and going to a funeral and dying and all these horrible things.
Damn.
This movie, and I'm a guy who loves black comedy. Both kinds, but mostly the ones that deal with darkness and depression and death and all those things. I think it's really funny to joke about people dying. It's funny to joke about me wanting to die. It's all great. But this movie, this Tyler Perry comedy PG-13 movie, made me so uncomfortable.
Oh my
So
God.
uncomfortable with the way it deals with these things. We've seen a lot of movies lately that deal with police brutality and how tense and crazy these scenes of a black person getting pulled over in their car can be when you have some asshole cop who is like, oh, hands on the wheel. Oh, no. Now reach into your glove compartment. No, slowly. Don't move. Why'd you take your hands off the wheel? Like they're just being incoherent assholes and like they're going to shoot you if you fuck up, but then they're giving mixed signals and shit. I recently saw, of course, I mean, there's been like 100 movies in the last year that has this shit, but one of the best ones was the movie me and Erich talked about the chick with the big tits. What's that movie called?
The hate
Yeah,
you
well-
give?
Yeah, they hate
I
you.
was
Give.
in that.
Oh yeah, you were there too. This Tyler Perry Madea movie has its own version of that hate you give scene where the kid gets shot,
Oh boy.
but
Yeah.
they try to play it for laughs. And the way they try to play it for laughs is that the white asshole cop is as over the top and angry as humanly possible.
Right.
And having
Wow,
seen,
that's amazing.
and this isn't even like a black and white issue, it's like a asshole retard cop issue. Because that video of the cop pointing his gun at the white guy in the hotel hallway when he's drunk and he's making him do like the fucking Ramshambo dance, and then he ends up shooting him. Or you guys seen that video from like last year?
No.
Well,
Last year?
yeah, it was like some asshole cop pointing a gun at some poor guy in a hallway, and he's telling him to do like 100 different things, and then he ends up shooting him anyway. It is very uncomfortable. But that's essentially what this scene in the Madea movie was, with Madea and her whole family in this car, and Medea and her friends just keep saying this stupid shit while the guy is giving a very authentic reenactment of a crazy cop who is about to murder a person. And I did not enjoy it at all. It was not funny. It made me feel sick.
Really? Damn, it sounds like you're entertained right now.
It was in very, very poor taste because it was just a reenactment of real life murder events with Medea giving her commentary over it.
Mm-hmm.
It was horrible.
So I guess he didn't shoot her then?
No, he didn't.
Because there is a funeral. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because this is at the very beginning of the movie, and it's called a Medea family funeral, and she's in this car with her family. I thought for sure the cop was gonna fucking kill somebody.
Yeah, that would have been amazing.
It was.
Damn.
It was.
It's
very intense. Oh yeah. What a missed opportunity. Well.
So who died instead?
I don't know. We got to go back and forth. I need to hear more about this first Reformed before I go too deep into the. And this is a clusterfuck of a plot on this Madea movie, so hopefully your movie has a more simple story to explain.
All right,
I think it's pretty simple.
All right,
what do you think? Is it very complex? Are there many threads to this story?
Not many, no. So Ernst Toller is requested to counsel a young man who has just recently married his wife and has fallen into a deep, dark depression. His son... Okay, no. The pastor's son was killed in the war in Iraq. And the... Wait, I'm reading the fucking...
Wait, was he? I thought the pastor's son fell down a well and died.
The pastor's son was killed in Iraq, and the pastor had told him to go into the war.
Now, at any point does the pastor say, "Oh hell no"?
No, he does not.
Okay. So maybe these movies aren't so similar after all.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty well spoken.
He is brought to counsel this man who has fallen into a deep depression and is going into being a radical environmentalist. So he's going to attempt to assassinate people and blow shit up to try to stop climate change and polluters and shit like that.
He's like the IRA.
Yes,
and that man is so insane. I cannot even believe the levels of insanity.
Well, you're telling me that somebody who believes in climate change is insane in this movie? Sounds red-pilled as fuck.
Yeah, it's pretty weird if you think about it.
So this couple is very, very fractious, and it seems like they're not going to be together for long. Yeah, but Mary, who is played by Amanda Seyfried, I believe we've talked about her on the show before.
Yeah, we've talked about wanting to fuck her before.
Yes, she is pregnant.
Mamma mia!
She wants to get an abortion.
What was she playing before?
She played Mamma Mia. She played Daughter Mia in the first one, and then Mamma Mia in the second one, where Meryl Streep played dead Grandma Mia.
Damn.
All right, so she wants to... I'm sorry, the husband wants her to get an abortion because he says the world is going to come to an end, essentially, because of all this climate bullshit happening. And to bring a child into that world is a inherently bad thing to do.
Yeah, so honestly, that kid's better off not existing at all than existing in a world where China is propelling this hoax upon all of us.
Right. So I'm just going to real quick wrap up that little plot fragment there. And then you can talk about Madea a little bit more.
Of course.
They find a suicide vest in his garage.
Oh, going fast.
Wait. A suicide vest?
Yes.
Can I buy this at Walmart? What is it? Oh.
It's an explosive vest.
I thought it was like you put on a sweater vest and it kills you.
Yeah, it just has a knife in it.
Yeah, I was hoping I could purchase one.
That'd be great. It's like the suicide booth in Futurama.
Well, because it's so easy to buy an exit tank where you buy a helium tank and a gas mask and you hook it up with a pipe.
Yep.
I was hoping if there was something similar, but it was just an article of clothing you could wear that would kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, instant kill, man.
So to stop this environmental terrorist from using it, the pastor takes it and puts it in his house. They go out to look for the dude, and he has gone out and killed himself. So now, Monkey, tell us more about.
Well, speaking of people dying, let me set up the intricate plot of this film, and it's very confusing because most of the story revolves around characters that have never appeared in a Madea movie before, as far as I know.
Okay.
It's introduced that Madea has an extended family of characters who she's going to visit for, I think, an anniversary party. I don't remember really any of the characters' names except for AJ, so we'll base all the character relationships off of AJ. Try to follow me here, because it's very, very difficult.
All right.
AJ is married to his wife, AJ's wife. AJ has a little brother named AJ's little brother, and AJ's little brother is engaged to be married to AJ's little brother's fiance.
That's pretty complex, man.
Tell me about AJ's little brother's fiance's family.
They're not in this yet.
Damn it!
So
I want you to just keep adding things to that.
Well, here we go. This is when it's going to start getting complicated. Now, AJ and AJ's little brother have parents, and it's their anniversary, and they're like 70 years old, and it's like this is going to be their anniversary party. That's why everybody's coming to the same house for this. But since everybody's coming from out of town, AJ and his little brother's fiance decide they're going to fly in together, but really they're having an affair, boys, because we cut to a hotel room where AJ and AJ's little brother's fiance are fucking in a bed. So AJ's cheating on his wife, and AJ's little brother's fiance is cheating on him, and he's betraying his little brother. So already it's a mess. But then AJ, while in this hotel room, hears through the wall the sound of his father, and he's confused. So he goes and checks it out, and his father is cheating on his mother with a young family friend who I thought might have been related in some way, but no, it's just this hot 28-year-old who just hangs out at their family's house and is also... she's in a dominatrix outfit, and she was fucking the dad, AJ's dad, even though it's his anniversary party that day with his longtime wife. But evidently, he was so excited by this dominatrix cheating that he dies of a heart attack in the bed. And that's when Madea and Tyler Perry and their whole family walk into the hotel because they happen to be staying at this same hotel for this anniversary party. And they catch the whole thing happening, and it's very important to the plot that AJ's dead father, who is dead, has a large erection even in death, and this erection never goes away, as we'll find out later on in the movie.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
All of this information is revealed within 3 minutes, and it took me the whole movie to piece it together. I had no idea what was happening.
Wow.
Is it like a murder mystery where you just learn more pieces?
No, it's like we just introduced you to 10 new characters, and now figure out the relationships, and also now they're all cheating on each other, and I'm like, what? What's happening?
Are you saying that they weren't calling each other AJ's brother and stuff?
No, they weren't.
Wow.
I could have pulled up Wikipedia, but I wanna give an authentic review from my memory.
I can imagine watching this movie is like you start to put a puzzle together, you get like one of the corners, and then none of the other pieces in the puzzle are anything like what you were just putting together. So you have to keep that in mind and then work on this entirely different puzzle while you're trying to do that.
So the drama of the film is that Madea, in her infinite wisdom, figures out that everybody is cheating on everybody and all the betrayals, but she doesn't want to ruin the widow's life, so she wants her and her friends to keep it a secret from the widow that her husband died cheating on her with their close family friend. And many problems arise from that, like when they send Madea to the funeral home to dress the corpse. The coffin, the casket, the lid will not stay closed because the dead man's erection keeps pushing it up.
Good Lord.
So there's a 5-minute sequence where Madea is aggressively pushing down the lid of this coffin, but the dead man's erection keeps opening it back up. And this goes on for so long that I almost vomited.
How does that even make sense?
Monkey, how many people were in the theater with you, and how were they reacting to this?
The theater was half full. I remember walking in and seeing a group of 4 very elderly white women and I sat close to them because I wanted to hear their responses, and they were
Right.
probably laughing harder than anybody else. The entire theater was abruptious, if that's a word, with laughter the
Uproarious.
entire time. Yeah, uproarious with laughter.
Oh,
They absolutely loved every second.
uproarious. Wow.
Yeah. So that's what's going on in my movie. What's the plot of your movie? What's going on?
All right. So, the wife, the pregnant wife of this man, now repeatedly seeks out Ernst Toller for comfort, in the wake of her husband's suicide.
Man, you're going way too fast. Momke's gonna have explained his movie.
No.
No,
because
wait,
I'm
you're gonna have to
completely-
explain your movie, and then Momke's gonna take an hour to explain
No,
his.
don't worry. There's not
Florian,
much more
I
to
haven't
explain with
even-
mine.
I haven't even talked about
Okay.
the megachurch yet, Florian.
Oh, the mega church. Damn.
In a scene where the pastor and Amanda Seyfried almost have sex, or do they have sex?
No, they just lay upon each other.
They
It's
just
really
lay
weird.
on each other,
And the
they
pastor
float
is
through-
Ethan Hawke, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and they float through like time and space, and it's basically this crazy scene where they start floating and shit.
Yeah, and then
Right,
they
Florian?
see all kinds of environmental destruction happening in the background
Yeah.
for some
Oh my
bizarre
god, this movie
reason.
sounds like a fucking circle jerk. All this environmental bullshit.
It's great. I
Yeah.
love it so much.
Man, you should have seen the funeral. It was beautiful. He insisted that they would have this funeral in front of some kind of toxic contamination site where there were
Yeah.
like amazing shipwrecks, like so many shipwrecks, and it was just really picturesque. And then they were
Was
singing
it a
this
super fun site?
super fun.
Super fun.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, this is worth looking up.
Yeah, definitely. Need to know.
Basically, just where the EPA puts a bunch of toxic, hazardous chemicals and shit.
Okay.
Is the
Um,
APA real?
Wait, so what's up
the
with this
EPA.
mega church? Why is the mega church so important?
All right, so while all this shit is happening, the megachurch is basically trying to come into his very small parish and take over his ceremonies. They're doing like the 100th anniversary of the 250th anniversary of the church that he's
Jesus.
Church. I was trying to figure out whether it was a Church of Jesus. It's First Reformed Church, but I don't
Okay.
know what that even fucking means within what I guess Roman Catholic.
Well, either way, they were apparently shepherding slaves that were being liberated. So I guess it was very relevant. Wait, did they say it was 100 years old?
No, it's
Or is it older
250
than
years
100?
old.
Yeah,
It's
that
250
makes more
years old.
sense.
Yeah. So a mega church is trying to like take over this ceremony. He's supposed to be the pastor is supposed to be the one who's heading it up, but a other pastor played by Cedric the Entertainer is kind of coming in and trying to take it over, and the mega church is kind of attempting to be the one in charge of this thing. So you've not only got the environmental deal here, but also like the big business concerns that this other mega church is dealing with are also taking a toll on this pastor's life.
Rich, if you hadn't seen either of these movies, and somebody explained the plot of Medea's family funeral and the plot of First
Right.
Reformed and said, Rich, which of these movies do you think Cedric the Entertainer is in? Which one would you have guessed?
I would definitely have said Medea's.
Yeah, that's really funny.
What is the movie even called? Medea's what?
Medea's family funeral. It's rumored to
Family.
be the final Madea film.
That's not true. In 20 years, there's going to be a gritty Madea reboot.
Oh, boy.
The character should be dead by then. She's so old.
She's going to come back to life or some shit.
Oh no.
All right, should we go
Zombie
back to my
Madea.
movie, or do you have more on this megachurch point?
Yeah, let's go back to yours.
So they're really trying to. Madea wants to keep this secret from the widow. So there's I think a 45-minute long scene where Medea's friends keep trying to tell the widow, oh yeah, he had a ball gag in his mouth and he died with a huge erection. And every time they try to say this, and they're in a hospital, and like the woman just found out her husband died like a second ago, and now this is happening. Madea keeps slapping them really hard on the face, and she knocks her brother's teeth out. And
What?
they put prosthetic gums over Tyler Perry's teeth. So, like, you can see the outline of his teeth in his mouth, but with, like, just red shit on top of it, and it looked really bad and gross.
Christ.
She also punches
Wow.
her 80-year-old little tiny friend in the face, like, 10 times. And the little friend calls her the N-word a couple times. And it's, And I guess in PG-13 movies, you can get away with saying the N-word all you want if you're black. Is that true? I thought that would be like an automatic R rating.
Hell no.
I don't know. I
You're
assume
black,
they
you
just
the
say
N-word.
that. Yeah, they just say that in every sentence.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
how.
would think for being like the worst word, you couldn't just say it willy-nilly in a PG-13 movie. There were 4-year-old children in my audience. They don't want to hear that.
It's not the worst word when they say it, but if the kids would say it, that would be a problem. How can we
Problematic.
prevent this? Damn.
Now, guys, I have a confession to make. So,
You didn't actually see.
what, you think I'm
Yes,
making these
family
scenes
funeral.
up? You think I?
No.
No.
It sounds exactly right.
No. So, eventually they get to the funeral, and it's like a long montage of the funeral going on for 8 hours, and we see the limo, or not the limo driver, but the what's the name of the dead guy car that they drive? Cadaver car.
A hearse.
The hearse.
Hearst, yep.
Oh, we see him like checking his watch, like, oh, where the fuck are they? Oh, it's a black funeral. It's supposed to go long. We have not yet seen all of the secrets be revealed. I'm just waiting any moment now. Madea is going to reveal that the husband was unfaithful and all the kids are cheating with each other and all this shit. But then I got really bored and I left the theater and I don't know how it ends.
Damn.
So
that's why there wasn't more to explain. We're missing out on this great narrative.
I saw like 3/4 of the movie and I hated it so much because I'm leaving out hours of horrible jokes that made me feel sick to my stomach. That I thought, I'm seeing this as a joke to piss off E-Rich because I'm not gonna watch his stupid liberal
you did
movie.
this to yourself.
Yeah.
Like I owe nothing to anybody here. I'm literally wasting my own life and making myself sad for no reason. I'm just gonna leave.
Wow.
So then I went home. The end.
Didn't you
Monkey.
feel more sad for being a quitter?
No, I feel happy that I didn't watch the rest of that movie.
Damn.
Monkey, would you like to guess how many Tyler Perry Madea movies there are?
12.
7.
Oh, Monkey's closest. It's 11.
Damn it.
Medea's Family Funeral would be the 11th movie.
Does that count the
Wow.
animated Madea movie that came out 5 years ago?
Wait, what?
There's an animated Madea movie that's rated PG because it's for the kids.
Wow.
Do you know what it was called?
Just search Madea cartoon. But I'll say maybe this movie does end with Madea dying, and that's why it's the final one. I
That is
don't.
counted. Medea's Tough Love is counted.
But the payoff would have been huge.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't
man.
know if Madea dies at the end or not because I didn't watch it to the end. So
Damn.
this very well could be the
Well,
official final movie unless she comes back as a
Wikipedia
ghost.
can't even tell me. Wikipedia can't even tell me
The plot
because
there's no plot description on Wikipedia.
it just says a joyous family reunion becomes a hilarious nightmare as Madea and the crew travel to backwoods Georgia, where they find themselves unexpectedly planning a funeral that might unveil unsavory family secrets.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
I don't know why the word hilariously was used to describe that plot because it was certainly not funny.
All right, I'm gonna try to wrap up my first reformed summary here real quick.
Okay.
So alongside this megachurch dude who's in charge, played by Cedric the Entertainer, there's also a industrialist played by Michael Gaston, named Edward Balk in the movie, and he is one of these polluting, awful people who doesn't want Ernst Toller, the pastor, to speak up about these environmental concerns that he was going to do at the big 250-year anniversary thing. So the pastor is conflicted. He has to stew on what it means to be a Christian when you're allowing all of this crazy environmental shit to be happening. And he goes to blow up the entire 250th reunion thing, taking that suicide vest that the environmental terrorist had. He goes to go do that. The woman gets into his place, hugs him, and he doesn't do it.
And he blows up with her.
You're forgetting the part where he puts, what does he put, some spikes into his actual vest? So I guess he actually does have that suicide vest that Mumkin wanted.
Oh, awesome!
Right.
And does he drink bleach too? I think he.
He almost drinks bleach.
Oh my god, he goes full
he's
Amanda
about to drink
Todd.
bleach.
And then he hugs her while he's got spikes in his vest that are stabbing him. It's bizarre.
What the fuck?
But so here's the thing. Here's the thing about the end of this movie. He has locked every single door around him so that nobody can stop him, but she is somehow able to get into his place, which has led many people to think, oh, this is some kind of like crazy twist ending that didn't really happen. Like that is him trying to make a better ending for himself before he actually goes to do this thing. So I think there's some up in the air thing how she was able to get through to there.
It's a truly Nolan-esque ambiguous ending, just like the ending of Medea's family funeral, because we don't know how it ends, because we didn't watch that long.
Nobody knows.
I don't know if anybody's made it to the end of this movie.
Does he blow himself up or not? Damn.
For all you know, every person in the theater died because the movie was that bad, and they wouldn't be able to watch the rest of it.
So, Florian,
would have blown himself up.
Florian, we know that Erich loves this movie. I need you to give me the most red-pilled, honest review. Is this movie even worth watching? Should I watch it, even though I was supposed to anyway?
I think you might actually like it.
Whoa!
There's this joke me and Erich have where we say that that we have this genre of ranting hobos. Erich, would you say that this is a ranting hobo movie?
I think it would be. It's about
what does ranting hobo mean?
It means that there's a man who has nothing left to lose, and he just goes more and more insane over the time of the movie, and he's just talking to the audience the entire time.
That sounds like my life in the last 3 months.
This is the first. I think it's the first ranting hobo movie where a ranting hobo has spread his disease to somebody else, and then the other person becomes the ranting hobo.
Oh shit! I didn't even see it that way, because he starts off so well spoken, but then he just gets more and more insane as he has met this eco terrorist. Oh
so
man!
He also has
vocabulary.
Cancer as well.
Oh, he has cancer.
Yeah.
Does his vocabulary degrade to the point where he says, "Oh hell nah"?
Oh no!
He never says that. That's too bad.
I'm sure it would be more like a quote about hell from the Bible or something.
Oh hell no!
He was cast upon a sea of flames.
So I guess it's up for the audience listening at home to decide which movie was more Kino, First Reformed or Medea's Family Funeral.
We should put this up to a vote, and then whichever wins will be my official listed favorite movie.
Of all time?
Of all time.
Oh boy.
I think I know who's going to win, Rich.
Yeah, let's make a Twitter poll. I wonder who will win.
And I'll post a straw poll in the description of the YouTube upload of this podcast, and we'll let them decide which of these movies is your favorite.
Listeners, which is my favorite movie? First Reformed or Medea's Family Funeral?
The Madea movie you haven't seen and that I couldn't stand to finish.
The finest movie of all time. Well, I guess I better see this Madea movie.
No! No, you really don't need to.
Florian, watch the end of it, and then between the two of you, you will have seen it.
Yeah, you can tell me how it ends, because I told you how it begins and middles.
Now, Florian, the real question I have is, will this play in Austria?
I don't think so, man.
They don't bring all black movies to Austria? I wonder why.
I was going to say, why do you think that, Florian? Why would they not release this movie in Austria?
In Austria, yeah.
Well, for some reason, they only bring the absolute best movies in English. I don't know. They're so selective.
You're not supporting your case here. It sounds like they're
not bringing their best movies. They're bringing
drugs, crime, they're rapists, and some I assume are good movies.
Oh no! I wonder what it would be called in German.
Matthias Das Juden.
Oh, damn it!
That's the only German I know.
You know, Monkey, I want to write a movie. It's Medea's Anne Frank house movie. She time travels back and has to be in the Anne Frank house with them.
I mean, why not just make it a Madea movie where she goes back in time and replaces Harriet Tubman?
Okay.
And like Medea's running the Underground Railroad, helping slaves escape. That's
I just like the idea of Madea being very loud and them trying to like keep
like,
quieting
Madea,
her
be quiet! The Nazis are outside.
Madea, why are you making pizza? We need to be quiet.
Oh hell no! You don't tell me when to make my pizza, child. Man, you crazy? You fool.
Man,
that's what she would say.
That would be really epic. Fuck.
Florian, let me ask you. Let me ask you from your perspective: is the character of Madea portrayed and written by a black man, is it a racist portrayal? Is Madea doing more harm than good to the black community?
Well, it's obvious that it's in fact a sexist portrayal, huh?
Well, yeah, that too.
Oh, damn.
I mean, yeah, it's both.
Oh no. Well,
I honestly believe these Madea movies are doing more harm than good to the perception or whatever of the African American experience in America. It's like white people are going to laugh at the stereotype. Black people are going to, I guess, laugh at their mammy. I don't know. But it's we're not like, oh yeah, we're laughing with this stereotype. We're laughing at it because I guess we think that it's accurate.
Well,
I think the worst part is Tyler Perry should know better, but he apparently doesn't, or knows that he'll make money off it. So.
Oh, he knows he'll make a shit ton of money.
Man, I've never seen a Madea movie. The only thing I've seen that's comparable is Norbit. Is it anything like Norbit?
It's a little bit like Norbit, yes.
Oh.
Where you have the same guy playing multiple characters, and they're all offensive and horrible.
Well, that movie was epic, so I assume this movie was
Norbit was epic.
Norbit is great.
Did you like the scene when the two children are taking a shit side by side holding hands?
I don't remember that, but
it's the very beginning of the movie.
Oh no.
They have a joke where a young boy and girl are taking a shit side by side holding hands.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable when I was 13.
Oh, it's only think how it would make you uncomfortable now.
I'm not going to revisit the film to find out.
Damn.
I will say, if I'm going to say one nice thing about this Madea movie, is that Tyler Perry does do I'd say he must be doing a good job with acting, because he has one character that he's just playing himself, like it's just normal Tyler Perry, and he's Medea's grandson or something. And then he has all the wacky Medea's brother, and the guy who's a double amputee. So to see Tyler Perry be so calm and composed and normal, and then also see him being the most wacky, offensive, horrible shit ever, line by line, back and forth, he's clearly got some acting talent. He was good in Gone Girl and all these things. I don't know why he lowers himself to this Madea standard when he could be making actual comedy films.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, maybe he could play that guy from Split, huh? He could just be all of the personalities.
No, I think the prosthetics really carry most of the other characters. I don't.
You know what would make this movie so much, or all of these movies so much better, is if the camera followed Tyler Perry changing into all these different characters as they were doing it. Like, that would actually be impressive, and I could actually like give Tyler Perry some credit. But like, that's not what they do. Like,
Rich, I don't know if you know how movies are made, but they don't record it in sequence. He doesn't record a line as himself and then put on the Madea and say a line, and then go back to himself and say a line. Pretty sure when he's in the Madea costume, they record all the Madea lines.
Wouldn't that be great?
That'd be a horrible waste of fucking time.
How do they do it? Do they have other actors play the other characters in this time?
Yeah, like, so they'll do the really cheap trick where, like, you'll just see Medea's shoulder while Tyler Perry is talking, so it's like somebody else wearing the shirt or the dress. But sometimes they'll do the impressive shot where they'll have all three of his characters in the same frame at the same time, but obviously the camera's not moving, because it's like a Back to the Future 2 dinner
what
scene.
What a coincidence.
Back to the Future 2, they actually had the camera moving when you had Marty McFly as three different characters, which was super fucking impressive. And if you watch the behind-the-scenes documentary of how they did that, it took like days to get that 1 20-second shot. And while they were doing it, there was an earthquake in California, so they panicked, because it's like, if anything on this table moves even a quarter of an inch, we have to start all over. It's so impressive that they pulled it off. It looks so good. They didn't have to do that. There's no reason why that shot of all of the Martys eating dinner together, that could have just been a still shot. But they said, let's make this really hard and have the camera panning around the room, just because we're fucking artists. They never attempt anything like that in this Madea movie, because it's not fucking art. It's a cash grab for the dumbest people in America to give their money to. And I guess I'm sucker number one.
Come on, that's what makes it not art, is because they didn't use an exorbitant amount of effort for a single scene.
Yeah, I would say so.
So, Monkey, what you're saying is a movie you didn't want to see, didn't need to see, There was no purpose to you seeing it, and yet you saw it anyway.
I'm gonna say, I'm always morbidly curious to see these Madea movies, so part of me wanted to see it, but I was hoping it would not be. It's the kind of bad where it's not even entertainingly bad. It was I want to kill myself bad, so I had to leave the theater for my own safety.
Oh no, it's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Florian, would you recommend First Reformed?
No. That's not how it's going to.
Oh
Monkey,
no.
You ask Florian whether he'd recommend Tyler Perry's Medea's family.
Florian,
funeral.
Would you recommend Tyler Perry's Medea's : Medea hypercolon family funeral ?
Oh yeah, I think the scene with the boner in the casket sounds amazing. I can't wait to see it. I'm glad Everidge made me see his favorite movie of all time. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Now ask me if I want.
Yeah. Would you recommend
Tyler Perry's
Medea's whatever?
I absolutely would if it gave Monkey that much dread. And actually, it sounds like you got as much dread out of Tyler Perry's Medea's funeral family, whatever, than the main character of First Reformed got when he realized the world was fucked. So
I think our movies
would.
gave all of us existential dread. You about dying from climate change, me about dying and having Madea show up to my funeral.
Right.
We're both
Monkey,
terrified.
Would you recommend First Reformed?
No, it sounds like a fucking lame circle jerk. Climate change. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Man, he was gonna blow himself up, but then it didn't happen. I want to know what happens.
I wish climate change would just hurry the fuck up, and we would be in Mad Max world in like 10 years. For real.
Yeah,
I'm so sick of hearing about it. Just happen already.
Yeah, I agree. I don't get this point of trying to stop climate change when it would be clearly so much more entertaining to just let it happen.
Yeah, exactly. Just let us all die.
I mean, I'm gonna die anyway, so I'm not gonna live that long.
Yeah,
so
your pizza diet is gonna give you another 4 years on this earth.
Well, what I thought you guys were saying was you don't like the in-between times. You don't like the getting to Mad Max world. You want to be in Mad Max world now.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. I'm so sick of all the fear mongering and the stress. Like, just bring it on, baby. Let's go.
Right.
The anticipation's killing me. It's not about the journey. It's about the destination. That's the saying, right?
I want to choke people out for a canteen of water.
Fuck yeah.
It's like for another 2 days.
I'm gonna eat a lizard, damn it.
Nobody is stopping you from eating a lizard, Florian.
Yeah,
you
right.
Can just go do that.
I can't eat a lizard. I need a big desert that's where lizards live. Okay, they need a lot of area where they can sun themselves.
There's no deserts in Austria.
No.
I think I know a couple camps in Austria that might be deserted.
Oh boy, yeah, you wish. Now they're very memorialized. They're constantly open still.
Memorialized in memory of the people who proudly opened and operated it, I imagine.
You bastard.
Boys, do we have anything else to say for this very special episode of Kino, other than we'll see you next week with what, Captain Marvel? Is that next week? Or I think
it will be.
Wow.
I actually get to see it on the 7th.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wait, it's coming out on the 7th? Is that Thursday?
I guess so.
I think that's when I'm seeing it too, is Thursday night.
Wow, so I don't actually have to wait longer than you. That's crazy.
Yeah, we might be here, Friday or Saturday with a little bit of Miss Marvel?
Yeah, get some Miss Marvel.
Oh my god.
Wait, Miss Marvel?
There's also a movie called Cold Pursuit. Should I watch that?
Probably no. I think Liam Neeson is a racist. You should not support his films.
Oh, I thought that's why you'd want to watch it. I thought you wanted to forgive him.
No, never forgive, never forget. That's the motto.
Monkey, why must you always change your mind so fast?
No, I thought Erich is right. I think Liam Neeson is a racist and he's irredeemable, and we should never respect or anything.
Yeah, well, what's your opinion on this Erich, huh? On this Liam Neeson thing?
What's my opinion?
Yeah.
The initial thing he said, like, as long as he says, yeah, that was incredibly shitty for me to have thought that way and wanted to go out and do that, that was fine. All of the stuff afterwards is not.
Wait, what happened afterwards?
Huh?
I think basically people started to call him on it, and he doubled down on a lot of shit.
Well, oh, did he? Because to me, it seemed like he never really regretted being racist. He just regretted seeking revenge for the rape. But the thing is that he didn't know who committed it, so he just sought revenge
going after
against
black
the
people,
first.
right?
Yeah, he just wanted to kill a black man. That was bizarre. And then the moral of his story was don't seek revenge. Yeah, maybe don't generalize all black men when you seek revenge.
Obviously, but it was 30 years ago and he's apologized for it. Are we going to judge Marky Mark for when he was 17 and he blinded a Vietnamese man?
Yes.
Can we move past these things as a society and say, you know what, Marky Mark, you make Pain and Gain is so good, you could be as racist and violent as you want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, he called them Vietnamese fucking shits.
So what did
no, Monkey, not even Vietnamese shits, Vietnam fucking shits.
The entire country.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I guess the next episode will be Captain Marvel then. E-Rich, when are you gonna have time to see this and kino it?
Probably Friday night.
Can't you take the girls in your class out on a field trip? Isn't this like culturally relevant enough for school?
No,
I mean,
no.
considering the time zones, I don't even know if it'll be the Thursday. If you see it in the evening, then I guess I'd get up and then I'd review it.
Actually, it's possible I could do Thursday night.
Well,
But then
here's
I
the
wouldn't be able to
thing.
review it until Friday night.
Florian lives 6 hours in the future, so he's gonna see it before it's even available for us to see it. So he could spoil the
Right.
whole thing for America.
Oh my god.
Haha.
You
I will
motherfucker.
hack into your mainframe and I'll just put the ending of the movie up.
Oh
Man.
no! Oh, now I know how Captain Marvel ends. Oh god.
Don't do it, Florian. How dare you?
So anyways, what did Liam Neeson double down on? I'm really curious now. I'm sorry, Monkey. I must
Oh
know.
my god.
I don't remember. I think a lot of people were saying like that's still bad what you did, and he was-
Well, of course it's fucking bad. That's why he apologized for it.
but you said he doubled down. Come on, what'd he
I
say?
He
can't
doubled
remember.
down
I-
on his
I'm too
apology,
far
probably.
away. I'm too far away from it.
Oh no.
All
I
right.
guess we'll never know.
All right. For Is It Kino, I've been Monkey Jones. Boys, where can people find you online?
You can find me at ERICHKINO, Erich Kino on Twitter, and my YouTube channel, Erich. Just find me on there.
Lots of
And-
high
and
energy
find-
for the end of this podcast.
Yeah, and find me on
tired.
YouTube. Check out Game Squid on YouTube, everyone.
Hey.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to this very special Oscars award episode for E-Rich here. E-Rich, are you glad that you won the Oscar pool and you finally got us to watch this movie?
I'm so happy right now, guys.
I wonder if I should have
It
watched
was
a
worth
random
it.
movie as well.
Yeah, all
It
three
was
of us
all worth
review
it.
something else.
God damn it! If Florian had watched something else.
You watched Butterfly Effect too?
3. We already
Damn.
saw 2.
Okay, see you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.